Hi guys, how are you today? Welcome back to my channel Adventures in America. If you're new to my channel, my name is Jocelyn and I'm a dual citizen of the United States and the Philippines. For today's topic, I'm going to provide an update regarding the US Embassy in Manila, Philippines. Even though the visa services have been currently suspended, I'm going to provide an update for those who currently have a valid and existing visa going to the US, especially holders of B1, B2 visa, or immigrant visa or K visas. Please remember that there is now a newly imposed enhanced community quarantine in Manila starting August 5th until August 20. Because of this heightened community quarantine level, most likely the visa services will resume around September. Also in this video, I'm going to provide an update regarding the visa bulletin for August. When the visa services resumes in Manila, there are tiered approach who will be prioritized regarding visa processing. I'm going to explain in detail about those visa categories in different tiers. Just a quick update for those who have existing US visas, whether non-immigrant or immigrant visas, you can actually enter the US right now. Philippines is not included in the travel ban. For those who are planning to go to the US right now, the only requirement is that you must have a negative COVID test within 3 days before flying, or proof of recovery within 90 days before flying. So those who are 2 years old and above and you are holder of a valid visa, if you are an immigrant or if you're a US citizen, you can actually enter the US right now. Regarding your vaccination status, even those who are unvaccinated can actually enter the US as long as you are eligible to enter the US, such as having the proper visa. If you have questions about the quarantine, there is actually no mandatory quarantine for vaccinated and unvaccinated individuals. However, for those unvaccinated, only a home quarantine of 7 days is recommended. However, there is now an updated guidelines regarding mask mandates. So check with the local regulations, the city or the state where you intend to travel. Now, I received a lot of questions regarding B1 and B2 visas and those who have expiring B1, B2 visas, if they actually need to renew or do you have to undergo new application. Based on what is posted on the US Embassy website, you have to apply for a new visa if you know that your tourist visa is about to expire. So that means you will have to submit a new application and undergo a new set of interviews. I also wanted to address questions regarding the tiered approach when it comes to visa processing. Please remember there are different categories of immigrant visas. There are immediate relative visas and there are family preference visas. So depending on your visa category, it may take a while before your visa can be processed. Because of the backlogs in processing immigrant visas, the US Embassy in Manila have to resort to a tiered approach when processing different visa categories. So I'm just going to enumerate this tiered approach and I'm going to explain in detail the types of visas in each tiered approach. So the first priority for immigrant visas are those included in the Tier 1 category, such as immediate relative inter-country adoption visas. Also, the age-out cases where the applicant will soon no longer qualify due to their age, and special immigrant visas for those who are Afghan and Iraqi nationals working with the US government. Now let's proceed to Tier 2. The bulk of the questions that I received are those visa applicants under the immediate relative category. Now, who are included under the Tier 2 approach? First, immediate relative visas. These are particularly IR1 and IR2 visas. Also, fiancé visas. Also included are K visa holders and CR visa holders. In the second order of priority, those who are permanent residents, and if you have stayed in the Philippines for more than a year and you were not able to travel because of the lockdowns or pandemic related situations, then you may be able to apply for a resident returning visa. Under the USCIS rules, if you're a permanent resident of the US and you traveled abroad, you cannot stay more than 1 year abroad and you must return to the US unless you have a re-entry permit. So if you don't have a re-entry permit and you get stuck abroad, especially if you're in the Philippines, you need to apply for a returning resident visa. If you notice in the Tier 2 category, those who are immediate relatives are given preference because the petitioner is a US citizen. Now, if your petitioner is a green card holder, which is in the Tier 3 category. Those who are in the Tier 3 categories are family preference visas. The reason is that the petitioner is a green card holder or a permanent resident of the US. Some other categories in Tier 3 are SE Special Immigrant Visas for certain employees of the US government abroad. Now, who are included in the family preference visas? These are those who are in the F1, F2A, F2B, F3, and F4. Your visa processing will only resume once your visa has become current. Now, on Tier 4, all other immigrant visas and other employment and diversity visas. Now, for those who are planning to apply for a non-immigrant visa, there are also an order of priority. First, travelers with urgent travel needs. Urgent meaning it is a matter of life and death. And also, foreign diplomats and certain mission-critical category travelers. Now, the second priority travelers are student and exchange visitor visas, F, M1, and J1 visas, and temporary employment visas such as H1B and H2B visas. Also included are L, non-immigrant visas. Now, if you've already paid your visa fee and your appointment has been canceled, the visa fee will still be valid until September 30, 2022. Now, let's talk about the August Visa Bulletin. If your priority date is below the cutoff date, then you may assemble and gather your documents. For family preference categories or family-sponsored visas, here are the cut-off dates for August. For F1, it will be April 22nd, 2015. So that means if you are in this category, you may now assemble all the documents. F2A, June 1st, 2021. F2B, October 1, 2013. F3, October 1, 2003, and F4, February 1, 2004. Now, I'm just going to focus on the family preference visa F2A because the priority date is now current. So that means those who are in the F2A category, and these are spouses and children of permanent residents. So that means if you're in the F2A category, the cutoff date is June 1st, 2021. So if the petition has been filed before June 1st, 2021, then you may now gather your documents. So far, only those in the F2A categories are current. So this is good news for those who are spouses and children of permanent residents. So far, these are the updates that I can provide you. If you have any other questions or comments, please post them down below and I will get back to you as soon as I can. Again, I apologize for not being able to answer all of your questions because I am not sure of your priority dates. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, please subscribe and hit that notification bell. I always welcome new subscribers. If you are planning to come to the US and you have a valid US visa, please share your travel experience below. I would really appreciate it. Again, thank you guys for watching and supporting my channel. I hope everyone is staying safe and have a great day.